heading full speed in the lane, still getting it.
Hey guys, PC Gamer 24/7 here, and I'm gonna do another modding tutorial on the truck, but this time with wheels. Putting some different wheels on it because these ones are a bit new that are on it already. I'm just gonna change the camera. Yeah, so we're gonna put I think it's dually wheels on them. I think that's what it was, and I'm gonna make them have 2 in the back. So I'm going to teach you how to add an extra 2 lines in the XML for extra wheels. So let's go find that truck again. And it should be right down here. Somewhere. There it is. Yeah, it's duals. Okay. Let's get it. I'm going to make these duals chrome though, so. Ah, come on. That's right, it's not Blender. I'm thinking it's Blender. Okay. So we're going to explode that until we can... Oh, what? Oh my god. Okay. I've got to delete everything but the wheels. Normally it would already have a box around it, but it doesn't in this case. Make sure I have everything. Actually, it's easier to just do that. And then deselect this. There we go. Just make sure we have absolutely everything. Deselect those wheels. Actually, I don't need it. Yeah, I can't have axles either. All I need is the wheels. So delete those. And you can shift click them to select more than one thing. Since these are the same wheels and there's no pattern on them, I only really need one for the front and one for the back. But if they had like different treads on them and if you flipped them around, it would look weird. Wait, I gotta figure this out. That is flipped. Yeah, it'd look the same. So if they have different patterns, you might have to export this one, and then you might have to export that one separately. And yeah, you do it the same, but you just have to do those, like 2 extra wheels or whatever. So I'm just gonna delete half of these wheels on this. Anything else too? Nope. I'm gonna do the front wheel first. I'm just gonna delete this one right now. I'm gonna select it. We're gonna make sure this is actually okay. We're gonna export as 3D model to the desktop. And let's name this. Whoa. Front wheel. There we go. I'm gonna undo what I just did, deleting that wheel. I'm gonna delete that wheel now. And we're gonna export this one to a rear wheel. It already has textures here, but you could do the texture thing on there, so you could put chrome on it. These are already textured, so I won't have to do that. I already know what it is. So now that we have these, we're ready to go into Blender. Now, another thing when you're exporting your body that I didn't really cover yesterday was, let's say, I'll import it in and see what it says, because it's hard to explain without it. Front wheel import. Join it up. And origin. Okay. If you go over to this box over here, it'll have like 0.025. If you actually hit Control A on your keyboard, you can do the rotation and scale, and that'll change it to 1. It'll be easier to change the size of it in Giants Editor when, different increments instead of like those little numbers. It's a bit bigger, easier. So we have that done. All we had to do is do that to the center. Make sure it's all good. And yeah. Make sure it's pointing this way. If it's pointing that way, it's going to spin that way and it's going to be all messed up. So we can file export giant size 3D desktop. Let's go front wheel, I think it was. Front wheel to desktop export. Now either you can close one or open it up and delete the other one. I'm just going to open up Blender again. It's not that hard. And we're going to import the back or rear wheel. Rear wheel.da. And oops. I don't want it to. Oh God, what have I done? Just undo what I just did. I just need to. There we go. Oh crap. Okay, I'm gonna redo that. I've hit some buttons that I shouldn't have. I'm not gonna deal with that. Okay, so I'm just gonna hit join this time, and I'm gonna like that. There we go. Let's go back over here. See that they're all changed, and Control A, rotation and scale. They're pointing the right way, so we're good. So we can file export giant size 3D desktop rear wheel dot. Alright, so we have our wheels all exported out. I think there are no other files that we need. Nope. So we can actually make a new one called wait, what is this? Oh, did I rename those? Damn it. Now I'm not gonna be able to find my file. My work in progress project. Oh well. Why did everything on my desktop turn to wheels? It's not cool, man. I changed the name. Sometimes it doesn't work when you change the name. It works, okay. This one is the dual. There we go. Okay, so just open these up for right now. Delete the lamp because that never does anything. Just rear. So we're gonna do some texturing in this as well. Delete the lamp. Alright, so now that we have that, we're gonna open up paint.net again. And we will resize this to 256 by 256. And a little bit darker than that. Looks okay. Save it as a DDS image. And our nice. On our desktop. To our this one. Why do the things change names? God dang it. Okay, I'm gonna move this over here. Now on our truck we had our chrome thing. I'm just gonna copy that and paste it over there. What else do we need? I think that's about all. We can edit these now. And you can go into the truck file and get the stuff, but I'm just gonna go on. I think this is actually the one. It might not be, but it doesn't matter. Get the thing, you're gonna change it anyhow. You're gonna need 2 of these though, so I'm just gonna make this one 1. I'm gonna make this one 2. And what is that? Wheel? Oh my god, I spelled it wrong. Well color. .dds. Then I think this one is cube map because we're adding chrome. Okay. And let's go back over here. The texture thing. Now, I don't have it open. Shit. Okay. This is where you have to guess on it and hope that it's right. So I'm just going to go with this one. It's the first one. What are we doing this one on? Rear. Okay. Looks like I did absolutely nothing. Whoa, okay. Oh, I know why. Because I didn't change this to a 1. You gotta make sure you do that. Okay, so I changed the wrong part. I changed the rim. Looks sort of cool, but we're not for that right now. Okay. Just Control X this, or cut it, or you could just delete it and paste it back over here. Now it's the right color, as you can see, once it opens. Now it's the right color, alright. Now we have to do our reflections for that wheel. So reflection map, this one. That's this one. But first we actually need a texture thing. Paste that in. So be a 2. Active index should be a 5 or something like that. You never know. Did I forgot to change stuff again, didn't I? I must have. I don't know what I forgot to change. But this is supposed to be a 2. Oh, I know why. Doesn't need this for texture. I don't listen to me. It's a lot of. Okay, I got it this time. As you guys can see, it looks like crap though. So we're gonna have to make a texture for the rim. Open up TrustStilledPaint.net again. Do the same thing. 256 by 256. Oh crap. Okay. DDS. Oh, I don't know what I saved it as. Untitled. Name this as rim. Do another one of these. Come on, stop selecting stuff you don't need. Rim.dds. Name this at 3. And we can actually put a texture on here now. Make that 3. And now it looks a little bit more chromy. Cool. Did we finish that wheel? Yeah, I'd say we finished it. Yep, okay. Now for the second wheel, which is the same exact stuff. But we can actually do it a lot quicker since we have all this stuff. just edit over here, paste all those in, go over here, get these, oh god. Pretty much doing the same exact thing. If it has the same colors. You never know if it does. It looks like it does. It's the same thing. Not always going to be that way. But, yep, see? It's already done. Close that out for right now. Okay, so we have all of that crap done. Oh, mother of God, what did I all close out? Okay, nothing too important. We can copy this over to our truck. And the pickup. I'm going to view another camera because I don't like to change where it is all the time. Alright, so you're going to file import those wheels that you've just done. You can do both of them. So if we look up here, we go left wheel, which is front, left front. And then you go right front, and then you go left front. So it's left, right, left, right. So I just need to know, this is going to be my left front. And I'll do a duplicate of that. Duplicate. This is our left to right. So we can cut this and paste it on here. And then we have to move these all the way up here. So that's going to take a while to do. Just moving it up one space at a time. This is like the worst part of Giants. I don't know if there's a shortcut for it. There should be. It'd be way easier. I feel like there is and I just don't know it. If you guys know it by any chance, that'd be great. I'd love to know it. But otherwise, oh shit. There's actually a quicker way of doing this. I actually know. But it involves pretty much cutting the rest of the stuff out of it and like, yeah, I don't. So left, right, left, right. I'm just gonna delete all these. Oh shit. Where's... Son of a bitch. I shouldn't have undone it. It doesn't work good when you undo things. Alright, let's do the shorter way of doing this. So we're gonna import these. So we're doing 6 wheels on this thing, so we'll go front wheel. So let's duplicate that. And now we'll have move this up. This will be our right wheel. Alright, you don't have to change this, I'm just doing it so I know what is what. Delete this camera. Don't need it. And then we have our rear wheel. Let's go 1. So that would be normal. We have 6 wheels now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. And then these are just left, right. Alright, so we can select all these in order. We're going to cut those and paste them onto here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a transform group, and that'll show up all the way at the bottom. We're going to select all these in order. Make sure you don't skip any or like, yeah, just make sure you're doing them right. All the way down, but don't select your wheels. Otherwise you're just getting nowhere. So right there, we're going to stop and we're going to cut it. Oh, fuck off. I'm just going to change cameras. We're going to cut it, and then we're going to paste it into this transform group. And now we see our wheels are all the way at the top. So what we can actually do, go back over here. We're going to have to select them again. Except we can delete these wheels. We don't need those anymore. Like that, you don't want to skip any and like reselect them because it does them in order. Yeah. I'm gonna cut those and paste them into the pickup. All right, and our wheels are still at the top, so that's cool. So we're gonna move these wheels over now to where they should be. Now we don't have axles yet. But you know how to do that. You just export the object, change the textures on it to what you prefer, and there you have it. So yeah, what I would suggest doing is doing this, copying that, and then over here, going like that, going negative, and then going back over here, getting this, copying that, you know. Get it better, but this model, I don't know if it's, I don't know, we won't mess with it right now. Rear wheels, okay, cool. So this is left. I just realized something. Alright, so since these have indexes and stuff, we're gonna have to actually paste the last two new wheels at the bottom, which isn't too hard to do. So I'm gonna move these to the back. The height is still gonna be 0. Get this number copied over. Go. Look a bit too far back. Move them up a bit. Alright, let's do it with this one now. Damn it. And there we go. So now these last two wheels are new wheels. We're just gonna cut those, and we're just gonna paste it into the main group again. They'll go right to the bottom. And now we can move these wheels to where we want them. See this one, left, right. So this one's left, so it's gonna come over this way. Just scroll up here, get this left one. Oh my god, no. I want to copy it, not paste it. Thank you. Go. Cool. And then we have this one. We have our X values. That negative. Now I don't know. Okay, it looks okay. Yep, they look normal. Alright. So, now that that's all set up, we can save it and close out. And then we have to go into our pickup. Now, we should have kept our thing open, but we can reopen it. It's okay. We want to copy these, just one of them. I'd prefer the last one because those are rear wheels and we're pasting in rear wheels. So you're going to paste in 2 of those lines, and you're going to change these right here because those are the 2 new wheels. You don't have to change any of the other ones, but just those ones. Let's go back into here. Scroll down. So this one is 39, and that means this one's 40. So oh god. I didn't delete the whole thing. And this one's 40 actually. So now that we fixed that, these are probably going to be lower actually. That's one of those things you have to play with. Go with 0.55. I don't know. Probably isn't right, but it's just something you got to go in and out of game to test and make sure that it is correct. There we go. So I will see you guys back when the game is loaded or launched up. There's actually one thing that we should have done. So you always want to do this with SketchUp models because they always have rigid bodies. Same with Blender if you export. I'm just gonna delete this. It doesn't matter if you delete it or not, but okay. Over here it says rigid body. You're gonna delete that. And over here you can also the shadow's already there, but you can add the shadows and stuff. So this should already have shadows. Yes. Delete the rigid or take off. Uncheck the rigid body. Rigid body. Rigid body. Do they have shadows? They have shadows. Let's go down here because if you don't do this, pretty much your model won't move at all. Now that we've done that, we can actually launch the game again. Oh god, I didn't save it from yesterday. From doing the other tutorials. But I did find out this truck is really good at like crawling up like hills and crap. Well, I wouldn't say hills. I'd just say like big curbs. Like walls. I'll show you that. Well, maybe it won't be able to do that since we lowered it. I don't know. Alright, let's test it. Not always gonna work on your first try. It normally does for me though, because I know normally what I'm doing with it. And this is one of those times that you really should put it in your mod folder. Perfect. This is our file. Yeah, make sure you put it in your mod folder. It helps sometimes. Oh well. If you're having a case of you can't find your mods, it means you did not put it in your mods folder. Oh wow, that loaded up pretty quick. It's used to loading up now, I guess. Alright, now our truck is here. I don't have enough. Fuck off. Okay. Speed cell, I guess. Buy our truck. Look at that, our wheels are there. They have shadows. We're a bit... Okay. See this? We're off the ground. You can't see it because I don't know. But you can see it in that front wheel. We're off the ground. What you gotta do is you gotta lower that radius, I think. Lower it. Yep, you gotta lower that radius down to make it so it just touches the ground and it doesn't float above it. But you can see my collisions are a bit wonky on the front. The bed collisions almost match up. But the wheels are spinning, they're turning. Got our mirrors back there, they're still in the air. Got a 6x6. See if it can still crawl. Oh yeah. It doesn't care. I was going slow up that. I mean, if you drive into it quick, you're gonna fly. Let's hit this thing at like 100 miles an hour. Now the tracks, that's a different story. Oh my god, didn't even want to climb it. You gotta take it slow apparently. Yeah. For the tracks, the tire tracks, you'd have to like add a separate wheel and stuff. Or something like that. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. But I mean, yeah. So that is that. Our truck that we've modded. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next tutorial, and have a good day and goodbye.